Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you would never ask, Heidi. Today is Friday. It's February the 11th. It is National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day, National Inventors Day, National Make a Friend Day. Hey, will you be my friend?
I will always be your friend.
National Peppermint Patty Day, National Shut-In Visitation Day, and National White Shirt Day. Look what I'm wearing.
You are wearing a
white
white shirt.
And it's also our 22nd anniversary.
It sure
Happy anniversary,
is.
baby.
Happy anniversary.
Guess how we're going to celebrate?
How?
I'm going to have a guest. Rob Gough is going to be my guest today.
Alrighty.
Has nothing to do with her anniversary, really. I was just trying to impress her. He's in a new movie, American Siege. Came out last month. It's him and Bruce Willis and other folks. Going to be chatting with Rob Gough. Coming your way here in just a bit. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A team of Japanese high schoolers won an innovation competition after coming up with a high-tech device that divides cake and pizza into equal portions every single time.
Oh, my.
Yeah, talk about quite the study. Students from the Kundong High School in Japan, Otia Prefecture, came up with a tool that calculates the angle at which the tasty treat needs to be cut depending on the number of slices needed. Aptly named the Get Along Well with Everyone slicer.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. The ingenious
They need
device...
some marketing help.
Yeah, it probably needs a better name. The ingenious device consists of a turntable on which the cake or pizza is set by the user and a laser system that projects the exact angle at which every slice should be cut. I didn't know we needed that, but that is
I can
a study.
honestly say I have never in my life gotten in an argument with somebody because they had a bigger slice of anything than me.
I've quit hanging out with people.
You
over
have
that.
not.
No, I haven't. That is quite the
Maybe
study,
things
though.
are just different in that country.
Could be. That is the study. From surveys and studies and such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Did You Know? Hey, Heidi, did you know? The best thing you're going to hear all day right here, scientists say that some animals laugh. We're not talking about monkeys and hyenas. A team of UCLA folks, they conducted a study on the phenomena of laughter across the animal kingdom. They determined at least 65 species of animals exhibit a behavior known as vocal play, which might be thought of as laughter. They found such vocal play behavior documented in a variety of primates, domesticated cows and dogs, foxes, seals, and mongooses, or would it be mongooses?
Mongoose.
As well as 3 bird species, including parakeets and Australian magpies. Researchers say this shows how behavior once thought to be human behavior can actually be shared with a bunch of other species.
Well, that's
as well.
fantastic.
Yeah, so now you know. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Jennifer Aniston and Adam Sandler in the news because they're going to go to Hawaii together. The stars have reunited. Huh?
A movie?
Yeah, they reunited to film the sequel to the Netflix movie Murder Mystery.
That is exactly
Well, the first movie
what the world was waiting
was
for.
big on viewers for the streaming service. The reviews and ratings were terrible. Murder Mystery has a 42% positive audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, 3 percentages worse than critics' score. I actually thought it was a pretty good movie.
I did not care
I thought it was good. I liked both of them, and I thought it was a good movie. In other news, there are hundreds of great shows on the streaming services out there: Netflix, Paramount, Apple Plus, HBO Max. One service you rarely hear about, though, is YouTube Originals. There's plain YouTube, and there's YouTube TV, but there's also original programming from YouTube. And when I say there is, I mean there was. It did so poorly, YouTube has now shut down their television creating studio.
That's a shame.
That really is a shame. But you know what? That's where Cobra Kai came from, and then they sold it to Netflix.
Right.
So they did something good. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Last week, a semi-truck pulling a trailer marked oversized load down the interstate on 59 had a giant cast iron skillet. The skillet is the brainchild of Lodge Cast Iron, a company that makes cast iron cookware. They shared a short video showing the skillet rolling down the road, tweeting, quote, "The world's largest cast iron skillet made its way to our campus to find its home in the Lodge Cast Iron Museum that is currently under construction." You heard that right. Not only is America home to the world's largest cast iron skillet, but it also has a cast iron skillet museum.
That's fantastic.
Under construction. The museum is expected to open in late summer 2022. Heidi, mark on our calendars.
I can't wait.
1896 is when they moved there, by the way. This lodge has been there for a long time. The skillet, 18 feet wide, weighs 14,360 pounds.
Holy cow.
It is large enough to fry up 27 ostrich eggs at a time. I don't know how many regular eggs. That would be a lot more helpful.
Right, because I really can't even visualize that.
All right. Hey, the United States Postal Service will deliver 4 rapid tests for COVID-19 to any household. All you have to do is enter your information and wait for them to arrive. The rapid test delivery service is part of the effort to make COVID-19 testing more accessible. You can only place 1 order per household, but each order contains 4 rapid tests. To get your free tests and more info on that, the website covidtests.gov is where you would go, and you enter info. Tests take anywhere from 7 to 12 days, according to this. So, interesting stuff. I've got a link to all of that, by the way, in the show notes for today. I can't quit thinking about how large an ostrich egg is. I'm a little bit shocked by that. Now I got to see how many regular eggs. All right. It's all in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Movie Star Friday. Yeah, it should be a Movie Star Monday, but we had him available today. Rob Gough is going to join us today. First of all, he's been in movies like The Forgiven, The Billionaire Boys Club, Triumph, Speed Kills. He's got a new one out called American Siege. And then also, I just read this thing that's really fascinating. He just recently paid $5.2 million for a Mickey Mantle baseball card. So he's in the Guinness Book of World Records for spending the most money ever on a baseball card, which is really cool. And he's got a lot of other awesome stuff going on. So let's just say welcome to Mr. Rob Gough. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. This new movie, American Siege, you and Bruce Willis. Tell me a little more about the film.
Starring myself, Bruce Willis, and a bunch of other great people. And, it's basically... I'm in jail. I'm in jail for 10 years, and once I get out, I go look for answers because my girlfriend was missing, and that's what I want to know what happened to her. So I go to jail and meet up with 2 friends, and we go to the place where she was heading to before she went missing. And then Bruce Willis, in true Bruce Willis form, is he's trying to be the hero and figure out how to get me out. And it's a good, good action-packed movie. fun flick we made.
I had a chance to watch part of this, and it looks fantastic. Now, is this based on a true story?
Oh, I don't think it's a true story. I'm sure it happens quite a bit, but no, I think it's just a fun movie that they made.
And the sad thing is, it's about human trafficking and abductions, and that kind of thing does happen all the time, but it happens in the shadows, and people don't necessarily hear about it all the time. So the nice thing about this film, by kind of putting this out there, you could actually be saving somebody's life by helping them avoid this.
Yeah. I mean, there's, it's a good, Hollywood movie. So there's, maybe a twist or something, or it's not just a hostage movie. There's maybe a twist or so.
And for people who want to see this, it's available through streaming and a bunch of different platforms, and they can watch it right now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I know you had mentioned iTunes, but it's in other places as well as iTunes, right?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm sure it's about everywhere. I'll probably rent it on iTunes, to be honest, or buy it on iTunes.
Now, in this project, you got to work with Bruce Willis, but you've had a chance to work with some amazing people. Eric Bana, John Travolta, Forrest Whitaker. I'm looking at this list of coworkers that you've had a chance to work with. That's a pretty impressive list of people. Now, of all of those people, is there somebody on that list that's like the coolest person that you thought, this is exactly what I thought they were going to be like? And is there somebody on there that you're going, boy, not at all what I was expecting at all?
Oh, man. I mean, they're all just so iconic in different ways. Man, I've just got great stories about all of them. I mean, I think this one, Bruce is just such a legend that to do an action movie with guns and things against Bruce Willis. I mean, come on, as a 17-year-old kid, that would have been my dream, So this one was a great one to be a part of.
He absolutely is an icon. Another icon, I just read this, Nicolas Cage no longer wants to be called an actor. He wants to be called a thespian, which I thought was interesting. But I also thought that is so Nicolas Cage of him to say something like that.
Yeah, Nick is the man, he's got a way to just be himself and to do anything he wants the way he wants to do it, and you got to respect that about him.
Absolutely. Well, I am excited to see the rest. I started watching American Siege. I honestly, I didn't get a chance to finish it, but I'm going to. It looks fantastic. Thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
No, thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It was great to have you. Today is our anniversary, so I don't think I'm going to get to watch the movie tonight. I'm going to let my wife pick something, probably like some sort of romantic movie maybe.
Yeah, I think you're making the right move.
I agree. That's probably a good idea. Well, thank you again for taking the time to chat. I look forward to visiting with you when you have your next project. And again, congratulations on the success you're having with this film already. It's out right now, American Siege, with Rob Gough and Bruce Willis.
Yeah, thanks. You as well. Hopefully I talk to you soon.
That would be fantastic. Again, our guest today has been Rob Gough, and this honestly should have been a Movie Star Monday guest, but we had him available today for a Friday. So it's like a Movie Star Monday on a Friday. I'm going to throw a link to that new film in the show notes for today. Again, the movie is called American Siege. It's him and Bruce Willis, and it looks fantastic. Like I said, I had a chance to watch the beginning of it. I'm going to finish the rest of it real soon. Again, you can find it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Friday.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Taco Bell is named after their founder, Glenn Bell.
Oh.
Yeah, you were going to think it was Glenn Taco, weren't you? Huh?
No, I really was not, but I did not know that. So
remember when they said they bought the Liberty Bell and people went nuts? They had like a April Fool's joke.
I do not remember.
I thought it was really funny. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The phrase OMG was used in a letter to Winston Churchill in 1917.
It was not.
It was too.
It was not.
It was too. Yeah, it was. It was not a text. It was not a tweet. It was a letter penned with a pen or a typewriter or a quill or a pencil.
You are so full of it.
It's a fun fact. It's true.
It is not.
It is too. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that,
Toyota
John?
has announced the official plural of Prius is, what do you think?
Prii.
It is. Good job. P-R-I-I. Correct. And our final fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
The Pittsburgh Penguins made Mr. Rogers an honorary captain in 1991.
Oh,
I think it's our turn. Okay, maybe not. That is today's fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline South Korea. This is a little more than a headline. It's like a whole story here, but it's fascinating. It was going to be my weird news, but I thought, oh, this fits here better. South Korean company came up with a mask that can be folded up to cover just your nose while you're eating. It's in an effort to get around the inconvenience of taking a mask off to eat. The Atman company designed the KOSK, K-O-S-K.
K-O-S-K.
Yeah, K-O-S-K. It's the word mask and the word ko, Korean word for nose, so it's like a nose mask. You fold up, so it just covers your nose while you're eating. Mm-hmm. Anyway, they're selling them for $8 for a box of 10, and there are people online going, yeah, what about your mouth? You need to cover that too. But now when you're eating, how do you cover your mouth while you're eating? So they're saying at least we're covering our nose while we're eating, and then it also covers your mouth too when you're not eating. So interesting stuff. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A new app called Smart Snout uses nose prints to sniff out lost and stolen dogs. The pattern of a dog's nose, which is much like a human fingerprint, is unique. It's paired with the shape of the nostrils to identify pets through an app. The photo of the dog's nose can be uploaded to its database with a smartphone. If you happen to find a dog, you could scan the dog's nose almost like it's a QR code.
Aww.
And the owner will get an alert saying, hey, we found your dog. Well, at least your dog's nose. And communicate with the owner through the app to help find if the dog it would change the status to missing or found or whatever.
Right.
So that's kind of interesting.
That's great.
So it's like a QR code on the tip of your dog's snout. I think sometimes I look at technology and go, it's interesting. That's all I'm going to say. And it's kind of weird. That's why it landed here. It's today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Time now for The List, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. I'm trying to gain back some credibility after yesterday with the credit card, with the, Valentine's worst opening lines or something like that.
Okay.
So this time it's the least popular Valentine's cards. So we'll see if this is any better. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Who needs flowers when we have love?
Oh, that's a
How about
cheap
this
man's
one?
Valentine.
Here, I made this during halftime. No, don't do that. I got the big game this weekend. Another one, thinking of you, sweetheart, which is technically the court order, something the court order can't prevent. Oh, don't do that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I just wanted to say I love you when I wasn't falling down drunk.
Oh.
If only we weren't so closely related. Okay, that's
Yikes.
least popular Valentine's cards. Do you want to tell your wife I'm pregnant or shall I? Oh, no. How about this one? Hey, Valentine, I'll give you money. No, I'm not going to read the rest of that.
No, please do.
I'll tell you. It's in the show notes. I'll tell you that. That is the list. I'm sorry. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com from one of my favorite shows of all time, Cheers.
Oh, I loved
And it's
this show.
Coach, and George went, Norm. So Coach says, how's the beer sound, Norm? And Norm says, I don't know. I usually finish before they get a word in. I used to love those quick little
one-liners, those zingers, they were awesome.
He always had good ones, too. If you've never seen Cheers, I think there's actually on YouTube, like if you just type in Cheers, and if you put in like Norm's one-liners, I think that would probably pop up.
Yep.
Tell you what, I'll search and see if I can find it. I'll just put a link to it. But there were so many very,
awesome
very clever.
one-liners. Yep.
It was such a well-written show.
It really was.
And then when that was done, then they came out with Frasier, and there were some of the same people on that.
That was brilliant.
And that was also well-written. So just super, super good stuff. That is your quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is just an adorable story. It is absolutely good news. Comes your way courtesy of GMDvacations.com. Here's a headline. Kid sneaks his self-made book onto a library shelf. Now it has a years-long wait list.
Oh, I love that.
It's a very rare book, and it is in high demand. It's at the public library in Boise, Idaho. It is the original manuscript. There are no copies, and it requires a years-long wait at this point to borrow it. The Adventures of Dylan, let me see, what is it, 8-year-old Dylan Helbig, has garnered national attention over social media for his adorable book, The Adventures of Dylan Helbig's Christmas. Christmas spelled wrong, by the way.
Oh, so
He left it on the
cute.
bookshelf at the Ada Community Library. While visiting the library with his grandmother, he held the 81-page book to his chest as he passed the librarians.
81 pages?
Then he slipped the book onto the children's bookshelf without anybody seeing him do it. Said, I wanted to put my book into the library center since I was 5. And I always had a love for books and libraries. He told Good Morning America, I wanted people to read it. No, he's been wanting to do this since he's 5. He's 8 now.
Oh, so
it is.
Cute.
There's a photo here. It is adorable. After his mother discovered that Dylan left the book at the library, they went to only find out the book was missing from the spot Dylan placed it. It's because the branch manager, Alex Hartman, and a few coworkers had already discovered the book. Not only did they love it, they decided, you know what? It meets our selection criteria. So they slapped a barcode. Now it's available. And there's 55 people on the wait list to check out the one and only copy. The Adventures of Dylan Helbig's Christmas by Dylan Hisself. It says right on the thing.
Hisself. Cute.
All right. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. I have a link to that story in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.